A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. Tonight, we honor those teachers who light that fire of imagination every day for our students here in Marion County. Marion County Public Schools and the Public Education Foundation welcome you to the 26th Annual Golden Apple Gala. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Christian and Judy Zanetti.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 26th Annual Golden Apple Gala. I am Judy Zanetti, Executive Director of the Public Education Foundation of Marion County, and joining me this evening is Kevin Christian, Public Relations Officer for Marion County Public Schools. Kevin, as a public relations professional, you know the power of telling an organization's story, and I appreciate you being here this evening to help us tell the story of the power of public education.
Judy, I am truly honored to be here this evening. I look forward to this event each year. And you, as a former kindergarten teacher, I know you understand how transformative, and that's a big word this late at night, how transformative the telling of a great story can be. A great story teaches, inspires, motivates, and challenges.
All of these things our teacher nominees do in their classrooms every day. And now, to help us welcome us this evening and to tell us a story of apples is our superintendent, Mr. George Tommen.
Thank you, Judy and Kevin. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly an honor to address you tonight and celebrate the outstanding teachers we have right here in Marion County, our shining apples, if you will. Let me share a story with you if I can, one that many of you have probably heard, but not necessarily the most accurate version. Ironically, this story is about a man named John Chapman, though you know him better as Johnny Appleseed. The legend of Johnny Appleseed suggests he planted his apple orchards randomly, without much thought or reason other than to simply grow apples. To those of you here tonight and to our viewing audience, this could not be further from the truth. History reveals to us that Mr. Chapman planted seeds strategically so his orchards would grow and flourish, giving him the best fruit possible. More fruit required investment of time, labor, and effort, but paid off in bigger bounties year after year after year. Following the apple harvest each season, Mr. Chapman created products to benefit his community: jams, jellies, and cider. I contend our teachers follow in the same footsteps as Mr. Chapman of Johnny Appleseed, if you must. Our teachers do more than just randomly plant seeds of knowledge. They deliver more than just a simple math lesson on any given day, more than just a science project for another letter grade, and more than just a score on a test regarding knowledge and retention. Our teachers plant strategically with countless hours of lesson planning, creative thinking, and ambitious follow-through. Their seeds eventually grow and flourish into the students who learn in our 2,800 classrooms day after day after day. These are students who will graduate from our system and become the Johnny Appleseeds of generations to come. What a great way to honor those whose work pays off in so many ways. Our teachers throughout Marion County and our Golden Apple teachers here tonight. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Thank you, Mr. Tommen.
We call him our Big Apple, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, we also want to welcome our elected members of the Marion County School Board. Tonight we have here with us Vice Chair Kelly King, Carol Ely, and also Nancy Stacy. Would you give them a round of applause?
Kevin, I would like to take a moment to tell you a story about how all of our teacher and rookie teacher nominees arrived here this evening. So once upon a time in September of 2015, the process began when each school nominated, voted, and ultimately selected their school-based rookies and Teacher of the Year. Then each teacher and Rookie of the Year completed a portfolio telling their own stories, detailing their educational history, professional development activities, teaching philosophy, and more. The Rookie Committee read and scored 52 portfolios, personally interviewed 14 teachers, and observed 6 of those teachers in the classroom, leading to the selection of this year's Rookie Teacher of the Year. The Teacher of the Year Committee also read 52 portfolios, interviewed 15 teachers, and then observed 10 of those teachers in their classroom, ultimately handing out 5 golden apples.
Judy, I heard you say twice there were 52 rookie nominees and golden apple nominees. That's more than I think we've had in the last few years, isn't it? That's
correct, Kevin, but that is thanks in part to the voters of Marion County for supporting the half mill for public education. Kevin, do you know that over 400 new teachers have been hired this year?
I did, actually, yes.
Well, okay. And then you also know that art, music, media services, and physical education have been fully restored to our elementary schools.
Well, then I would dare to say that the students are the real winners in this case.
Absolutely. You cannot argue with that.
Now I'd like to introduce the Rookie Teacher of the Year Selection Committee. We'll just introduce them by name, and we can appreciate them at the end. Russ Adams from Mid-Florida Physical Therapy, Bethany Crawford, our current Teacher of the Year, Carol Ely, our Marion County School Board member, Erin Emanuel with the Ocala Marion CEP, and Elaine Whitaker with the Foundation. Of course, she's a volunteer there.
And Kevin, while our Rookie Teacher of the Year was busy, our Teacher of the Year Selection Committee was also hard at work, and I would like to acknowledge those committee members. Matthew Binkley, our current Rookie Teacher of the Year, Chayo Gomez, former educator, Donna Kress from Signature Brands, Donna DeSclafani, Fine Arts for Ocala President, and Julie Sheely, Fine Arts for Ocala President-elect.
We miss you, Julie. Judy, in the past, both you and I have served on those selection committees, and I know we both know what a colossal job our volunteers take on. I also know we both have tremendous appreciation for the time and work they dedicate to this process. I remember scoring those 52 applications over Christmas break on the way to West Virginia and on the way back.
And you know what? It was really hard work.
It was.
That's what I remember. I remember that it was really hard work.
Yep.
Now, Kevin and our audience, you've all heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, let me tell you that it also takes a community to put on a Golden Apple Gala. So we would like to acknowledge the following sponsors for their contributions for helping us tell our story this evening. Duke Energy,
Jenkins Auto Group,
Signature Brands,
J.J. Fields,
Cox Communications,
Florida Credit Union,
Ocala Star Banner,
Radiology and Associates,
Signs Unlimited,
the Marion Education Association,
Mojo Grill and Catering,
the Ocala Star Banner,
Life Touch Photography,
Care Spot,
Johnston's, who is presenting our Golden Apple pins this evening, as well as providing rings for our Rookie and Teacher of the Year,
and Paramore Music,
Grant McMahon, and Fontaine Financial Services.
And each of the sponsors we just recognized help support tonight's gala because they believe in the positive impact great teachers make to our students and to our community. So let's not keep everyone waiting. Absolutely. To help us congratulate our teachers, I would like to call Superintendent Tomlin back to the stage along with Foundation Board President Nick Blazer. As we announce each school, we will also announce each school's business partner. And if you don't hear a business partner named, well, that's your opportunity. It means they don't have one. They're looking for one, and Judy can sign you up tonight on the spot. Okay. So first up, we will call schools in alphabetical order. So we begin with alternative programs. Their Teacher of the Year is Mr. Butch Elkins. Butch's philosophy says, I teach because I love when the light goes on in a student's head and the smiles generated by the student and myself. Mr. Butch Elkins from Alternative. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Sophia Ford.
From Anthony Elementary School, we welcome Babette Ross. Babette says, my goal for children is to love reading and also to know how to utilize library resources to meet their needs and learn about anything that interests them. Babette Ross. Rookie Teacher of the Year, Tammy Mimini. And the business partner at Anthony is Kevin Terry Enterprises.
I'm just going to say it up front now. Don't these teachers look great?
They They cleaned up pretty good, don't they, Kevin? They cleaned up pretty good.
All right, we're going to move on to Bellevue Elementary, where the teacher of the year there is Summer Fugate. Summer shares with us, as a teacher, my hope is that every child will feel smart, loved, valued, and confident every single day. Summer Fugate from Bellevue Elementary, where the rookie teacher of the year is Marie Howell. And of course, we are also proud to say the business partner at Bellevue Elementary is Bellevue United Methodist Church.
Now from Bellevue High School, we welcome Jennifer Jones. Jennifer says, teaching is more than a passion of mine. It is my great labor of love. When asked what I do for a living, I answer with pride, I am a teacher. Jennifer Jones. And the rookie teacher of the year from Bellevue High, Stephanie Pruitt. The business partner at Bellevue High is Zaxby's.
If it seems as though we are moving quickly, it's at the teacher's request. They don't like to be on stage. Bellevue Middle School, the teacher of the year, Jamie O'Brien, and she's one of our Golden Apple teachers. You'll hear from her later. Meantime, the rookie is Katie Knight. And the business partner at Bellevue Middle School is Pesci Orthodontics.
And we're still in Bellevue. We're at Bellevue Santos Elementary, where their teacher of the year is Carlos Rodriguez. Carlos says, I hope to leave my students with a sense of self, integrity, and the ability to achieve. The only thing that cannot be taken from you is your knowledge. Teacher of the year, Carlos Rodriguez. Rookie teacher of the year from Bellevue Santos, Susan Massey.
Coming back to Ocala at College Park Elementary, the teacher of the year is Stephen Lilac. Stephen says, as an academic coach, I have the unique opportunity to be a resource and support to teachers, staff, and students. They are the reason I begin in each day with a smile on my face. Mr. Stephen Lilac from College Park Elementary. The rookie teacher at College Park, none other than Emily Brazil. And the business partner at College Park, we're proud to say, is the College of Central Florida.
Now we move on to Community Technical and Adult Education, frequently known as CTAE, and their teacher of the year, Renee Thompson. Renee says effective teaching is creating a learning environment in which students are given the opportunity to learn new skills that will enable them to be productive employees in their chosen career. And the rookie from CTAE, Damon Vitale.
Moving on over to Dr. N.H. Jones Elementary, the teacher of the year is Janisa Nettles Brown. She says, I am one of education's success stories. The challenges I have overcome would not have been accomplished without education. My duty is to pass this gift on to my students so their lives will also be enriched. Janisa Nettles Brown from Dr. N.H. Jones Elementary. Their rookie teacher is Lauren Hager. And their three business partners are Reed Orthodontics, Dr. Siva, and Dr. Quinn Family Dentistry.
Now we move to Denellen Elementary, where their teacher of the year is Terry Weber. And Terry says teaching is about building relationships and helping ensure each student's educational journey is personalized and unique to them. It's all about making a difference. The rookie teacher of the year from Denellen Elementary is Dylan Bishop. He is our 2016 rookie teacher of the year from Marion County. We'll hear from Dylan later in the program, but the business partner at Denellen Elementary is Foresight Construction Group.
Just next door at Denellen High School, the teacher of the year is Barry Karras. Barry says, after spending 25 years in broadcasting, I began teaching with this philosophy: engage, motivate, challenge, and think creatively, and teach your students to do the same. Barry Karras from Denellen High School. The rookie teacher of the year is Travis Litt at Denellen High School, and their business partner, Collier, Jernigan and Goddard, Public Accountants.
We're staying in Denellen, and we're at Denellen Middle School, where their teacher of the year is Erica Wiggins. Erica says, being a teacher is one of my true passions in life. Each day I enter my classroom prepared and enthusiastic. From Denellen High School, Erica Wiggins. Rookie teacher of the year, Jameson Kirchenfad.
From Denellen High School to East Marion Elementary on a good day would take you at least an hour.
A long time.
The teacher of the year is Erin Mason. She shares, I believe every student has the right to meet their full potential, and it is my job to help them see that potential and reach it. Aaron Mason from East Marion Elementary. The Rookie Teacher of the Year there is Chelsea Pulowski.
We now come out of the Ocala National Forest right to downtown to 8th Street Elementary, where Jeannie Baines is their Teacher of the Year. And she says, every day I strive to help my students become aware of art and experience the joy of creating their own masterpieces. 8th Street Elementary's Rookie Teacher of the Year is Jennifer Gonzalez. And Kevin, the business partner at 8th Street, is St. Leo University.
Great to have them on board. From Emerald Shores Elementary, the Teacher of the Year is Laura Davis. Laura says, you do not choose being a teacher. Being a teacher chooses you. You become a teacher willingly and wholly. From Laura Davis, Emerald Shores Elementary. The Rookie Teacher of the Year there is Laura Alward. And we are proud to say the business partner at Emerald Shores Elementary is none other than Closet Maid.
From Evergreen Elementary School, we welcome Daphne Butler. Daphne says, I believe teaching is a gift from God. Building a classroom with His love and striving for excellence are my keys to success. Daphne Butler, Evergreen Elementary. Rookie Teacher of the Year from Evergreen is Laura Wade.
Moving north to Fessenden Elementary, the Teacher of the Year there is Teresa Chrislieb. She says, teaching is my passion. Each year I cannot wait to greet my students with the anticipation of all the new learning that is to come. Teresa Chrislieb from Fessenden Elementary. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Mr. David McElveen. And their business partner is All-State Construction Company, a new business partner, I might add.
Absolutely. Now we move to Forest High School, where their Teacher of the Year is Emily Cook. Emily's philosophy is, she believes teachers are in a position to make the greatest impact on students' lives. Teachers get to be every student's greatest champion. From Forest High School, Emily Cook. From Forest High School, the Rookie Teacher of the Year is Nicholas Weston. And we have heard Zaxby's name mentioned earlier, but they are also a business partner at Forest High School.
Yum, yum, thank you. From Fort King Middle School, Kimberly Boots is the Teacher of the Year. Her philosophy is well-educated children, well-educated citizens are the key to maintaining a strong country. It is up to us as teachers to keep our education system in strong working order. Kimberly Boots from Fort King Middle. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Kaylee Bolio.
Kevin, have we mentioned already how good-looking our teachers are tonight?
We have, but we can do it again.
Okay, they look fantastic tonight.
I think they enjoy getting dressed up. They just don't like walking across the stage.
That's right. But now we're going to go back out to the Ocala National Forest to Fort McCoy Elementary School, where their Teacher of the Year is Amy Emmerich. Amy wishes to instill a lifelong love of reading and foster creativity in her classroom. Amy Emmerich. And the Rookie Teacher of the Year from Fort McCoy Elementary, Evelyn Seiler. And their business partner is Adena Springs South.
Staying on that same campus, Fort McCoy Middle School, the Teacher of the Year, Wendy Deaver. She says, I am and always will be honored to be a teacher. I get to spend the majority of my days helping to shape our future. From Fort McCoy Middle, Wendy Deaver. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Angela Warner. And their business partner also is Adena Springs South.
We'll come back into town now to Greenway Elementary School, and their Teacher of the Year is Makita Blly. She is one of our Golden Apple teachers, so we're going to meet her a little later in the program. But the Rookie Teacher of the Year from Greenway Elementary is Jared Lorenz.
I love all these cheering clubs. It's great. From Hammett Bowen Junior Elementary, the Teacher of the Year is Brooke Kakavo. Brooke says, my hope is that my example will lead students to know they have power by choice and strength in unity. From Hammett Bowen Junior Elementary, Brooke Kakavo. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Kristen McDermott. And their business partner is Inline Orthodontics.
From Harborview Elementary School, their Teacher of the Year, Travis Emmerich. And Travis says, teachers have the responsibility to keep their students excited about learning. Travis Emmerich. And the Rookie Teacher of the Year, Carlos Rodriguez.
Moving along to Hillcrest School, their Teacher of the Year is Shernetta Welcome. Here's what Shernetta says. I foster my students' learning, self-worth, and individualism by implementing lifelong learning skills for academic, social, and personal development. Shernetta Welcome from Hillcrest School. And we're proud to say their Rookie Teacher is Danielle Harwell.
We're going to move out to Marion Oaks and to Horizon Academy at Marion Oaks. And their Teacher of the Year is Thomas Allison, again, a Golden Apple teacher, so we're going to meet Thomas later on in the program. But their Rookie of the Year, Jennifer Fleenor. Thank you, Jennifer.
From Howard Middle School, the Teacher of the Year, Suzanne Hazen. Suzanne says, teaching is more than a career. It is a calling and a lifelong passion. I truly believe our children are utmost value and deserve my commitment and full dedication. Suzanne Hazen from Howard Middle School. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Brittany Schofield. And their great business partner there is Cox Communications, also one of tonight's gala sponsors. Congratulations.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as for those of you that have been or watched a Golden Apple Gala before, you know that this is the time in our program where we take a little break for a musical interlude. And I am sure that some of you heard the rumor. Kevin, you may have heard that tonight we're expecting Sir Elton John and Kiki D to join us on the stage. But unfortunately, I think due to weather or something, their plane was delayed. So they're unable to be here. I know you're sad. So we texted immediately Billy Joel and Adele to see if they could come, but apparently they're at Hits tonight. So they won't be here either. Now, Kevin, we have this beautiful piano here from Paramore. You play the piano, Kevin.
I do, but I've never played for a school function.
Would you play for us this evening, Kevin? Please?
On one condition.
The crowd demands it, Kevin.
Not that you sing with me, so just relax, okay? I've certainly always wanted to play for the Golden Apple. I've been co-hosting this event for at least 14 years now. And emceeing an event like this is truly an honor for me. This part of it, honestly, comes kind of easy.
Hey, I'm not standing right here.
Thanks to you, it comes easy.
Okay.
All right. But, you know, that part is a little different, but I would be honored to do that. I would like to ask one of my fellow board members from the Public Education Foundation Board of Directors, Allison Campbell, to come up and we'll do a song together. Would that be okay?
Fantastic idea. Yeah. Allison!
I think
Thank you, Allison.
yes, she is here.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're so excited. Our very own piano man, Kevin Christian, and our foundation board member, Allison Campbell. They're going to remind us this evening why teaching is so important. Kevin and Allison.
Wondering if he's heard a solitary word. She's tried so hard to teach, he seems so hard to reach. He is a special child who needs that extra mile. She wonders why she's here, it's almost been a year. Then he walks up to her desk with a gleam in his eye. She hears him speak her name for the very first time, and the teacher cries, "You remind me why I dare to do it all. You remind me why I answer the call. You're all I need to see. I'm where I need to be. There's a reason I chose this life, and you remind me why." A brave and fearless man
with textbooks in his hands, goes into work today, just knowing what to say. The blank and empty stare, he sees her sitting there, a prisoner of fear for just the last few years. And when she finally dares to look into her teacher's eyes, she sees the hope and freedom she no longer has to hide. And the teacher cried, "You remind me why I dare to do it all. You remind me why I answer the call. You're all I need to see. I'm where I need to be. There's a reason I chose this life, and you remind me why." Amid the screams and scares and the constant painful stare, he saw his teacher's face and knew what she'd always say. And the teacher cried, "You remind me why. You remind me why I dare to do it all. You remind me why I answered the call. You're all I need to see. I'm right where I need to be. So today I will gladly give my life, and you remind me why. And I do it all again 1,000 times, for you remind me why. You remind me why.
Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Kevin. And to all of our teachers in the room this evening, I know that you can remember that one student that reminds you why you show up each and every day. Kevin? You know, I think that was a little bit better than we could have expected from even Billy Joel or Sir Elton John. So I appreciate you pitching in this evening.
It's my honor.
But we've got to get back to work. Are you
All right,
okay?
go for it.
Okay. We are now at Lake Weir High School, where their teacher of the year is Pamela Graham.
That is not Pamela Graham.
But Nick Blazer and George Tommen. And now comes Pamela Graham. And Pamela tells us that teaching is the most challenging yet rewarding endeavor. You achieve a certain level of immortality as an educator. Impact will be felt many generations after you have departed from the classroom. Pamela Graham, Lake Weir High School. And Rookie Teacher of the Year, Mason Natalino. Business Partner at Lake Weir High is Lockheed Martin.
From Lake Weir Middle, the Teacher of the Year is Laura Coots. Laura says, "I am on a mission to empower students by helping them discover what they enjoy, why they enjoy reading. This will allow them to become successful readers." Miss Laura Coots from Lake Weir Middle. The Rookie Teacher of the Year is William Tenney, and interestingly enough, he is a district finalist for School-Related Employee of the Year, or was several years ago, who took that opportunity, went back to college, and now has his teaching degree. Congratulations.
That's a great story right there.
That's a great story. And we're proud to say that Closet Mate is also the business partner at Lake Weir Middle.
Now we move to Legacy Elementary School and their Teacher of the Year, Christine Maldonado. And Christine tells us many students come to school for that one teacher who believes in them. And Christine wants to be that teacher. From Legacy, Christine Maldonado. And Rookie Teacher of the Year, Bethany DeMarzik.
From Liberty Middle School, Teresa Bland is the Teacher of the Year. Teresa shares, When a child's eyes light up and they say, "Oh, now I get it," I say, "Yes, that is exactly why I teach." Teresa Bland from Liberty Middle School. The rookie teacher there is Nikki Hannon. And the business partner is ACA Construction Group.
From Madison Street Academy, we welcome Teacher of the Year, Dawn Carpenter. Dawn reminds us that to reach the heart of a child, we must reach their mind. She inspires her students to believe they can achieve their dreams through education. Madison Street Academy, Dawn Carpenter. Rookie Teacher of the Year, Melissa Sauer. And the business partners at Madison Street are Dr. Jones Orthodontics, the Brace Place, and Regions Bank.
From Maplewood Elementary, the Teacher of the Year is none other than Kelly Hilton, who is quite confident coming across stage tonight. She says,
some of our teachers are rocking it, Kevin.
They are, absolutely. I believe it. No, wait, don't wait, lady. Just stand there for a second. See, that was no problem, was it? She just went right back on cue. She says, "I believe each child has the potential to bring something unique and special to the table. I love to help children develop their potential by believing in them as capable individuals." Kelly Hilton from Maplewood Elementary. The rookie teacher of the year there is Maria Grace Torres.
Moving on to Marion Oaks Elementary School and their teacher of the year, Danielle Abraham. Danielle says, "I want my students to leave with a sense of pride in their accomplishments and with the knowledge that hard work helps them to reach their goals." Danielle Abraham. Rookie Teacher of the Year for Marion Oaks Elementary is Nicole Thomas.
From Marion E-Learning, which is our virtual school for elementary students, Teacher of the Year, Alice Hicks. She says, "It is a great day in my classroom when I hear one student whisper to another student, 'Wow, that was a great day. I wonder what we will learn next.'" That would be fun. Alice Hicks from Marion E-Learning.
And from Marion Technical Institute, many of you may know it as MTI, we welcome Frank Perdermo. Frank says, "When I realized my teacher was a student, I became a true teacher. When I realized my students were teachers, I became a true student." Frank Perdermo. And from MTI, their Rookie Teacher of the Year, Samantha Hall. Business partner at MTI is CenturyLink.
Moving north to North Marion High School, the Teacher of the Year there is Lee Guo. Lee shares, "I have always loved teaching math. I bring enthusiasm into my classroom and try every day to make a positive impact in the lives of my students." From North Marion High School, Lee Guo. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year, John Pope. And their business partner is Cullison Wright Construction.
Now to North Marion Middle School, their Teacher of the Year, Kim Schwartz. And Kim shared with us, "Life is comprised of moments. Each is a precious gift we can use to inspire our students who long to hear uplifting words from us." From North Marion Middle, Kim Schwartz, and Rookie Teacher of the Year, Mr. Scott Spengler. Business partner at North Marion Middle is Seminole Stores.
He might get the award for best dress.
Maybe. We're going to vote later.
From Oak Crest Elementary, the Teacher of the Year, Jessica Berger. Jessica shares, "I believe we should teach so our children love learning and are prepared to make the world outside our classroom a much better place." Jessica Berger from Oak Crest Elementary. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Carly Woody. And we are happy to say their business partner is none other than Cox Communications. You've heard them mentioned previously tonight.
From Ocala Springs Elementary School, we welcome Brandy Anderson. Brandy says, "I am passionate about teaching because I believe in the value of education. As a teacher, I hope to instill a love of learning that lasts a lifetime." From Ocala Springs, Brandy Anderson. Rookie Teacher of the Year from Ocala Springs is Mr. Kevin Brown.
Downtown and close to the district office, the Teacher of the Year at Osceola Middle School is Jamia McGinnis. I correct myself. I believe it's Jamila. Jamila, my correction. She says, I am blessed and inspired every day by my students and thankful for the supportive community that encircles us as we push toward a better tomorrow. Jamila McGinnis from Osceola Middle School. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Laura Wellhoner. And their business partner, again, another doctor's office, Reed Orthodontics.
Now we're going to go all the way out to Reddick Collier Elementary School, where their Teacher of the Year is Mary Beth Goki. Mary Beth says teaching is a call to inspire others to stretch their minds. As a library media teacher, I can encourage many more students. From Reddick Collier Elementary, Mary Beth Goki. And Rookie Teacher of the Year, Anna Figueroa.
From Romeo Elementary, the Teacher of the Year is Stacy Crowder. Stacy writes, the potential of the mind is unlimited. As I unlock that potential in my students, I recognize the true reward of teaching. Stacy Crowder from Romeo Elementary. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Sarah Zunick. And their most unique business partner tonight, 100 Grandparents Club.
From Saddlewood Elementary School, we welcome their Teacher of the Year, Jessica Bramlett. Jessica tells us teachers have been given the unique responsibility to build the minds and spirits of our future citizens. Even the smallest interaction we have with a child impacts their future. Jessica Bramlett. Rookie Teacher of the Year from Saddlewood is Brooke Kimmig. And the business partner at Saddlewood is Jenkins Auto Group, also one of tonight's Golden Apple Gala sponsors.
All right, moving over to Shady Hill Elementary. The Teacher of the Year there is Sylvia Patrica. She says, teaching is my passion. Every day is a new opportunity to make a difference in my students' lives and show them the path to success. Sylvia Patrica from Shady Hill Elementary. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Andrea Wellen. And their business partner is none other than Signature Brands, also one of tonight's sponsors.
Absolutely. From South Ocala Elementary School, we welcome Veronica Lennon. Veronica wants us to know that she cherishes every moment with her students. She sees both herself as a counselor and a role model. Veronica Lennon. Rookie Teacher of the Year is Amanda Deshawn. The business partners at South Ocala Elementary are Ford Orthodontics and Triple Crown Trailers.
From Spar Elementary, the Teacher of the Year is Jennifer Dial. Jennifer says, set the bar high and students will rise to the occasion. Watching students reach that bar is the most rewarding experience a teacher can ever have. Jennifer Dial from Spar Elementary. Spar's Rookie Teacher of the Year is Christina Morrill. And their business partner, a natural fit, Spar Building and Farm Supply.
Stanton Wearsdale Elementary School is next, and their Teacher of the Year is Kristen Wilson. Kristen says, I must always demand the best of my students. Only then can they realize their maximum potential. After that, the sky is the limit. And from Stanton Wearsdale Elementary, Rookie Teacher of the Year is Sarah DiCaminita.
Moving on to Sunrise Elementary, the Teacher of the Year there is Mr. John Rollins. John says, I possess a love of literacy and a passion for teaching. I see my biggest challenge as my students' greatest opportunity. John Rollins from Sunrise Elementary. Their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Mr. Joseph Barnes.
Kevin, we're almost to the letter V now. You know what that means? We're getting to the end. Shall we stop for a moment? I don't want it to end.
Oh, no, we still have much to go.
Okay. Then we'll move on from Vanguard High School. Kevin, their Teacher of the Year is Tanya Trav. She is a Golden Apple teacher, and one of 2 Golden Apple teachers this evening is also the recipient of a Duke Energy STEM grant.
Sweet.
But we will meet Tanya a little bit later this evening. But right now, I'd like to introduce you to their Rookie Teacher of the Year, their media specialist, Trace Stroud. The business partner at Vanguard is Dr. Cannon and the Ocala Orthopedic Group.
From Ward Highlands Elementary, the Teacher of the Year is Susan Goebel. She says, teaching is not just my profession. It is a continual cycle of promise and growth reflected in the progress of all my students. Susan Goebel from Ward Highlands Elementary. And their Rookie Teacher of the Year is Jamie Romano. And their tasty business partner is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken.
Westport High School brings us their Teacher of the Year, Sabrina Torres. Sabrina tells us, my junior high school teacher helped me realize something special in myself, a strong desire to help children find their place in school and to succeed in life. That desire is my reality. I am a teacher. From Westport High School, Sabrina Torres. And their business partner, Monroe Regional Medical Center.
And our last school this evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Wyoming Park Elementary, their Teacher of the Year is Sarah Paris. She's also a Golden Apple recipient, and she will share with us later this evening.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we've introduced you to our school's teachers and Rookie Teachers of the Year. A rookie has taught just 3 years or less, and their stories infuse their classrooms with enthusiasm, passion, and energy. We captured some of that energy recently when we interrupted Dylan Bishop's classroom at Denellen Elementary School. So here's just a quick look at what that interruption was like.
Dylan Bishop.
Hey, how you doing?
Congratulations,
Thank
you are our Rookie Teacher of the Year.
Thank you.
What do you say, guys? You can cheer.
We did it.
Dr. Anderson. Oh, you know this guy.
Yes, I heard him.
Oh, you did.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say that this week I had the honor of spending some time in Mr. Bishop's classroom, and I learned that it's okay not to know, but it's not okay not to try. Now I'd like to invite Nicholas Pettis to the stage, and he will introduce you to his teacher and Marion County's 2016 Rookie Teacher of the Year. Nicholas?
Good evening, and thank you for taking the time to celebrate with us. My name is Nicholas Pettis, and the teacher I am introducing is Mr. Dylan Bishop from Denellen. Us to relax and try again. If I am not having a great day, he helps me get back on track with my schoolwork. I believe that he is a great example of how all teachers should be. Now let us have a round of applause and bring to the stage my teacher, Mr. Dylan Bishop.
Thank you so much. With great powers comes great responsibility. This inspirational saying from Spider-Man represents every current and former teacher in this room tonight. I consider teachers to be beacons of hope and inspiration. You are anything but ordinary. You are determined, selfless, compassionate, dedicated heroes to the children you educate every day. To the students you strive to encourage, enrich, and believe in, you are extraordinary. You help us to believe that everyone is capable of great things. The teachers know this to be true, that in spite of overwhelming obstacles, all children have the potential to experience success. Teachers empower their students daily in all aspects of life. Just as we all have personal challenges that we face, so do our students. I ask that you envision a student of low socioeconomic status whose parents are hardly ever home because they work multiple jobs to make ends meet. Education is not the highest priority in the home environment. The educational responsibilities fall upon that child, thus creating an educational achievement gap that seemed impossible to close. The teachers in his life knew his potential before he discovers it. They make every effort possible to get to know him and learn what's going on in his life and use it to challenge him to strive for success. They teach him that through hard work and dedication, anyone can achieve great things. I stand before you tonight as that student. I have come to believe that while the circumstances we face as children are very important, they do not define us. I didn't realize then how important my teachers were. My teachers helped me to discover my superpower. They encouraged me. They enriched me. But most of all, they believed in me. They made every effort to get to know me as a person and to understand my struggles. They found ways to motivate me to always try harder and to be better. They showed me that impossible really means I'm possible. As a teacher, my power is to inspire my students to always be better than the person they were the day before. I want them to believe in themselves and their endless abilities. My superhero motivation is to be the change I want to see in the world by making a difference one child at a time. According to Christopher Reeve, a hero is an ordinary individual who finds strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. Every child has a hidden superpower. It is our responsibility to help them discover that power, whatever it may be. Thank you so much.
I only have one thing to say. There's no kryptonite tonight in this building. Thank you, Dylan. It certainly is obvious to see the passion that you have for teaching and the passion of teaching that you bring to your classroom and, more importantly, to your students. Our current Teacher of the Year, Bethany Crawford from Forest High School, has spent her last year collaborating with other Teachers of the Year throughout Florida and has been working with the Florida Lead Teacher Network. She also spends a lot of time with Florida's Department of Education, giving Marion County a direct voice, and she has also created an advanced placement social studies professional learning community right here in Marion County. And if you want to know what that is, just ask her after the show. She meets monthly with our teachers from other high schools for collaboration and planning, all for student benefit. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, I think makes for a great story. I'm now proud to introduce to you our 2015 current Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Bethany Crawford. You always make us proud.
Hello, everyone. Just 1 year ago, I stood on this stage, stunned at the events of the evening, and I must admit that at times I still cannot believe it's true. This year has flown by, and I've put more than just a few miles on my Mazda. Thank you, Jenkins. I've had the distinct privilege of participating with the Florida Department of Education's Florida Teacher Lead Network, where each District Teacher of the Year created a plan to enact change within their own county with the support of the Department of Education. This alliance of teacher leaders put me in contact with some of the brightest minds of education in the state of Florida, and it's given me a much broader view of education throughout our state. I am also thankful for the special time I got to spend with these wonderful individuals and for the support that Commissioner Stewart personally gave this girl from Marion County. Within Marion County Public Schools, our own K-12 academic services went out of their way to help support me establish a professional learning community for advanced placement social studies teachers, a model I hope we can duplicate with other subjects. I've given talks, I've given interviews, I've met some awesome people, I've begun a second master's degree, and I've still managed to find time to do my J job, teaching some of the best kids in the world at Forest High School. It's been a very busy year. But throughout all of this, the absolute best thing that I've done is that I've served on the Public Education Foundation's selection committee for this year's Rookie Teacher of the Year. You see, at Forest, some of the teachers that we consider the great legends are nearing the end of their teaching careers. These people, like John Dunn and Stephanie Hudgens, have touched the lives and inspired not only countless students through the years, but countless teachers. They inspire me to be the best that I can be every day. But as this realization hit me, I began to worry about the state of education in Marion County. I began to look around and really see how many teachers, my friends from various schools around our county, were nearing retirement, and I was terrified. How could anyone be as inspiring and as passionate as these veteran teachers have been? Will our kids' education suffer when these great minds choose to leave the classroom? Will our county ever be the same again? And then the answer came to me in the form of over 50 portfolios that I got to read this year for the Rookie Teacher of the Year Selection Committee. I read those portfolios and I began to see the hopes and dreams and classrooms of these energetic, positive, and forward-thinking rookies. I heard stories that shared their frustration, but also their perseverance when dealing with obstacles that caused many just to quit, to leave the profession, to never look back. I got to listen to them interview, and I got to visit the classrooms of the finalists. And do you know what I saw? Vibrant rookie teachers who are setting high expectations for all of their students, who believe all kids can learn, who are not afraid to try new things to make that happen. I also saw those students who responded to their teachers' enthusiasm. It was contagious. As I walked into those rooms, I could see the rapport that these teachers had developed with their kids and the trust that had been built. This foundation allowed these kids to feel safe when they had to take challenging tasks to hand or they needed to take that educational risk. There was a spark in these rooms. It was a place you wanted to go to again and again. In each class I visited, I got to witness these rookies mold the minds of our kids, and let me tell you, it was exciting to watch. This is not something that can be taught in an education class. It's authentic, it's primal, and it's the soul of great teaching, and I had the privilege to witness it in every room that I visited. What I saw made me feel rejuvenated. It made me optimistic, and it made me so proud of Marion County. So tonight, I can assure you, we have amazing teachers in Marion County whose expertise is invaluable to all of us. But can I also assure you that we have some amazing rookie teachers who not only at times follow in our footsteps, they are blazing a trail before us. On a final note, this time last year, I gave a speech about how amazing my kids were at Forest High School, and that hasn't changed. The names and faces have changed, but I still teach some of the most creative, energetic, and magnificent souls that will light this world on fire. Last year, I managed to thank my administrators for their support, and I stand by that. I can honestly say I am lucky to have had people like Chester Gregory, Brent Carson, Gary Marions, and Jamie Pittman, who've guided and supported me and have been such positive instructional leaders. I also managed this year to thank my husband, John. He is the one person I know that will always have my back, but he knows when to set me straight and when to put me on track, and he loves me unconditionally. But as my mom nicely reminded me, I never did say a single word about my parents. So tonight I plan to rectify that situation. Dad and Mom, I want to thank you for raising me to understand the value of hard work, the need for a few great friends, the importance of family, and the power of faith. I am who I am today because of your hard work and constant example. And finally, to this year's Teacher of the Year, my best advice to all of you will be to love every second of this, to use the connections developed this year to enact positive change in our county, and please don't forget to thank your parents. Thank you all.
Thank you, Bethany. It's been an honor to get to know you well over the last year. It was also an honor to have you teach my son at Forest High School, my son who is now at the University of North Florida and an economics minor, thanks to Mrs. Crawford. Bethany, you've represented Marion County well, and you continue to do so. We are proud to have you as a member of our Golden Apple Academy. And she mentioned her husband, John, who is on this side of the stage, also a member of our Golden Apple Academy. So, just a few short weeks ago, our newest members of the Golden Apple Academy all had their teaching stopped by surprise Golden Apple caravan visits.
It was a cross-county caravan of nearly 24 people, along with a ton of balloons, cameras, laughs, and yes,
Congratulations.
Thank
you are
you
one
very
of our
much.
Golden Apple
Oh my
finalists.
God, it's so heavy.
It's real. Solid gold, I'm sure.
Oh yes.
You'll enjoy that. Here's a special person, I believe, right here. Congratulations, hon. That's okay. Here's what we're going to, let me put these back here in the background, okay?
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you're one of our Golden Apple finalists. This is a pretty big deal. Thank you very much. I'd like to present this to you. Boys and girls, we can give our teacher a round of applause right now.
Oh, yay, Mama. No, you can't eat it.
Congratulations to you. Thank you very much. You're one of our 5 Golden Apple finalists for this year. We're very excited for you.
We knew flowers were okay, but we figured you'd really appreciate those.
I will, yeah, I will, because I just ran out.
Hello, morning. And who might Mrs. Travieso be? Where is Mrs. Travieso?
I'm hiding.
You're hiding, Mrs. Travieso. How are you today? Hi, I'm George Thomas. Mrs. Travieso, congratulations. You are one of our 5 Golden Apple finalists for Teacher of the Year for Marion County Public Schools.
Wow, Miss D, it looks like you came a long way.
We have a whole bunch of people who want to, well, along with me, congratulate you for being one of our 5 Golden Apple finalists.
Thank you.
So here.
Awesome.
Had such a great time this year getting to know all the kids and all the teachers and just being able to help everybody. And
Mrs. Paris has been selected as one of the 5 top teachers in all of Marion County, of all of our schools. And we are very, very proud of you. And aren't you proud of her too?
Well, there you have it. Smiles, balloons, and even a couple of tears. And as I was saying, Kevin, this is the 26th annual Golden Apple Gala. So in 26 years of surprising teachers, we have interrupted lunches, PE class, music class, one time even an elementary school award ceremony. But I don't think we ever interrupted a science experiment until this year.
That's exactly right, Judy. When we arrived at Horizon Academy at Marion Oaks to surprise Thomas Allison in his classroom, he was right in the middle of demonstrating the concept of inertia to his students. It's okay if you don't remember what inertia is, you're about to learn. So after congratulating him, Superintendent Tomlin put him right on the spot and told him to go right ahead with the lesson. Take a watch.
Didn't make him nervous at all.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to do something here. Okay. We'll take a second. Let's go ahead and see what you got. These guys will put it together and make it wonderful. Let me get behind you here. Go ahead.
All right, so if, all right, okay, now if this doesn't work, I'm going to look stupid. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I need you guys that were in class, all right, I need you to be able to describe to me what is happening in terms of force. So we're talking about, I need you using words like friction, momentum, inertia, and those things. And I'm going to try and do a magic trick that I really hope works. All right, so you guys over here might want to just step back real quick. Okay. And if it doesn't work, we can still use that to learn. All right? Please work. All right, ready?
It's not going to work.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Terrific job. And thank you for wearing safety glasses. I can give a good report to our risk management department on your behalf.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Sarah makes us feel dumb or stupid for not understanding something, and that allows for positivity all around. Her personality and her teaching style has really helped me this year, and math is now one of my favorite subjects. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a very special teacher, Mrs. Jamie O'Brien.
Good evening, everyone. Well, our rookie teacher really set the bar high. I do not have a Superwoman outfit underneath my dress, just to let you know. First of all, I'd like to thank my administration, coworkers, and all of my students, past and present. I would not be here tonight if it were not for you. Also, a huge thank you to my husband, my #1 supporter, for putting up with me throughout this whole process. There's a strong opinion out there that math is not fun, especially fractions. Some math teachers can trick students into thinking it's fun by being fun-filled, enthusiastic, or passionate, but math by itself, not fun. For me personally, I'm not just attempting to teach adolescent minds, but I'm trying to teach a subject that most of them already dislike. They find it to be not fun. Many teachers try to let their guard down in order to connect with their students. Me, I don't have a guard. My teaching reflects my personality. I make mistakes. I bump into my desk almost on a daily basis. I am the biggest self-proclaimed nerd you will ever meet, and I'm okay with that. I am far from perfect, but I am also compassionate, humble, and sincere. I love my students, and I care about their education. Now, for those of you who know me, or any parents out there will understand when I say that my son, he's 3.5, almost 4, he is the center of my world. We take him to an awesome daycare with awesome teachers. They love him, care for him, and teach him while I'm at work, loving, caring for, and teaching other people's children. Something he asks me when I walk him to the classroom in the mornings is, "Are you a mommy right now, or are you a teacher right now?" And the answer to that question is, I'm always both. morning or night, summer break or school year, attending a gala or on vacation at Disney World. I will always be both. It's who I am. It's in my soul. It's what I was made to do. I look at my son's big brown eyes, just like his daddy's, and I'm so grateful that he has a loving, dedicated school to learn in, and he comes home to a loving, dedicated family. Not all of our students are that lucky. A quote by Nicholas Ferroni says, "Students who are loved at home come to school to learn, and students who aren't come to school to be loved." Some students come to me with no classroom materials. Some students come deprived of food. Some of my students are homeless, and some of my students are parents. But I'll tell you something else about my students. My students are awesome. They all come together in a classroom every day, and they let me teach them math. My students are smart, they work hard, and they are awesome. As their teacher, I welcome them into my classroom, whatever baggage they may bring. I offer them an ear to listen or a hug to console. I give them patience and understanding. I give what I can, and then I teach them math. And you know what? We have fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. Our next Golden Apple teacher is Makita Blly, a first grade teacher from Greenway Elementary School, and the second first grade teacher from Greenway Elementary School in 2 years to be a Golden Apple teacher. Introducing Makita this evening is one of her students, Ruth Tadeo. Come on over, Ruth.
Hi, my name is Ruth Tadeo. I have the privilege to present Miss Makita Blly a very special award. Miss Blly is very special to me. I remember when I first met Mrs. Blly, I was in first grade. I enjoyed being a class helper throughout the year. She always made me feel a part of something good. I remember when one of my classmates was struggling with listening and following directions. Mrs. Blly was very encouraging. She helped us to understand to do the right thing. Mrs. Blly always takes interest in her students and how they are doing in and outside of the classroom. I remember when I read a story to the whole class. I loved it. I felt like a teacher. Teaching is very important to me. It's how kids learn. I like helping other kids like Miss Blly does. I try to teach my brother and sister, but it's not the same. There are many teachers at many places and many schools that make a difference every day. I have had the privilege of learning from 9 amazing teachers that have inspired me so far. All have been close to me, and I have been looking forward for more greatness as I learn through college. One teacher is being recognized tonight, and particularly my brother and sister would agree that she is amazing. I am happy to present this award to a deserving educator, Mrs. Makita Blly.
I believe everyone was born with a purpose. I count it a blessing to have discovered my passion of teaching at a young age. In my earliest memories, I was always teaching. Even my toys sat up straight and listened carefully to my lessons. In my life, teaching takes on many forms: facilitating learning in my own first grade classroom, instructing my Zumba fitness classes, or teaching my flip phone using mom how to use her new iPhone. Teaching is a tremendous part of my life. In developing my portfolio as Greenway School-Based Teacher of the Year, I pondered and reflected on what it means to take on the role as teacher. Most importantly, what must I give of myself to achieve greatness in my students? These are the thoughts that come to mind. Teaching is passion and purposeful. I must engage my students in meaningful learning, focusing on teaching them how to learn in a meaningful and engaging manner. Meaningful and engaging looks like a small store in the classroom for students to learn how to count money and give change. Meaningful and engaging is bringing earthworms to school so that students can learn about living things and their needs. When one has passion and purpose, the cost is irrelevant. The goal is the focus. Teaching is laughter and fun. I can't take myself too seriously. I use my own errors to help create an environment that proves mistakes help us learn. Students learn best in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. I believe using humor brings enthusiasm and positive feelings to the classroom. Teaching is empathy. Our classrooms are so diverse, and we encounter students from many different backgrounds. Empathy is an important trait to develop in ourselves and our students. Being able to mentally walk in someone else's shoes and see things from their perspective can have such a powerful impact on our decisions and actions within our classroom. I am thankful my purpose on earth became my career. My goal is to pursue my classroom with purpose and passion, empathize with each student, and laugh to create a relaxed atmosphere supersedes all costs. My goals give students a reason to want to come to school each day and have them leave just as excited as when they arrived. I pray each of my students and each of you find purpose and pursue your purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, Makita. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw his magic trick just a few moments ago. We now want you to meet Thomas Allison, a science teacher from Horizon Academy at Marion Oaks. And tonight, David Edeker introduces us to his former teacher.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us here tonight to celebrate the hard work and dedication of all the teachers nominated for the Golden Apple Award. My name is David Edeker, and I'm introducing to you Mr. Thomas Allison. I was assigned to Mr. Allison's 8th grade science class several years ago, and he's left a tremendous mark in my past. Mr. Allison has gone above and beyond the call of a teacher. He is a mentor and a friend. He has given all he can to his students, no matter the cost to him, and he gives his own time and money to ensure that his students receive the most out of their education and never asks for anything in return. He does all he can to keep his classes interesting, even if he has to put his own humility on the line by yelling at toy dinosaurs to keep the class interesting. Now, will you please join me in welcoming Mr. Thomas Allison.
Keeps a long way. Good evening. Normally I'm not allowed to speak to large groups of humans, but in this case the Galactic Council has made an exception. Remember this, it becomes important later. It's not easy growing up in a broken home with a single mother who is trying to balance her drug and alcohol addiction with a full-time job. I can't begin to recount to you the numerous times my mother tried to take her own life. I can tell you home was not a happy place for me. To escape, I would bury myself in any science fiction show I could find. I was another stowaway on the Jupiter 2 when we got lost in space. I was one of the science officers on the Enterprise, and I was an ensign assigned to keeping the flying sub running on voyage to the bottom of the sea. Whenever things got tough, I would climb into the TARDIS and just go to a different time or place. My mom did the best she could, but her demons were too strong. So I sought to hide in a small house on a faraway beach with a dolphin named Flipper calling to me. These are the kids I teach, only their escapes have changed to more dangerous distractions. I never planned on being a teacher.
In fact, I hated school. I couldn't stand sitting in ordered desks, completing dittos and listening to instructors drone on and on. My first real teacher was my grandfather, a retired principal and one of the original professors at Penn State's agriculture program. He believed, as I do, that education is best conducted hands-on. One day he said, "You'll make a fine teacher." I laughed out loud. He wasn't aware that I spent most of my weekdays skipping school. Like most of you, I had teachers who made an impression on me. I'm sad to say that the large majority didn't. When we moved to Florida, the first teacher I remember was my reading teacher at Port Orange Elementary. To me, she was magic. Mrs. Roberts was patient and kind, but could also be stern, and she had to be. I would enter class and immediately run to her desk to tell her the latest planet I had been to, and she would, with her soft smile, coax me into writing it down instead of telling her. By the end of that year, I had written story after story. I've never stopped writing. Later, she would become the perfect definition of a true teacher in my mind. Teaching to me is not a job or a career, but a spiritual calling. If you were to ask my students to describe my class, you would hear words like intense, crazy, or deep. You may notice a lack of terms of endearment. I would challenge you, however, to find a student who said they didn't think I cared. I have invariably been described by principals as strange, quixotic, and unorthodox, usually followed of an explanation of why I didn't fit within their school. I fully admit to all these terms. I'm now at Horizon Academy, and Mr. Sanford has encouraged me to pursue my vision of teaching. I have a few guiding principles. My number one rule is to keep them guessing. My students know I'm from another planet. I know that sounds absurd, but it's fostered critical thinking on a scale you can't imagine. That one thought is always in the back of their minds as they try to prove I'm not. My second rule is to make kids feel safe. As a child, school was the one safe place I could rely on. Third, I want kids to laugh and smile. If students are laughing, their guard is down, and learning takes place without them realizing it. Fourth, I hold students accountable. I want my students to accept responsibility for their actions and their learning. Finally, I want them to realize they're part of something bigger, something worth defending. There's one student I want to mention who has made a lasting impact on me in my teaching. There was not a day that I didn't see Olivia smiling. No matter what we were doing, she always smiled and laughed and learned. It wasn't until my principal came into my room and told me that he needed me to be strong for my students that I learned Olivia had been hit by a car trying to get on the school bus and died. I almost stopped teaching then. My heart was broken and I was angry. This golden apple is not for me. It's for all of my students, but it's especially for Olivia. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now want you to meet Tanya Trav, a special education teacher from Vanguard High School. Introducing Tanya is the mother and daughter team of Garnet and Lauren Andrews.
Good evening. My name is Garnet Andrews, and this is my daughter, Lauren Andrews, who is a student of Tanya Trav. In preparing for this introduction tonight, we asked some of Miss T's students, what makes her so special? These were some of their responses. She's just a hard worker. She teaches me how to count money. Really, she's just a sweet old lady. You won't find another one like her. She is sweet and has a beautiful face. She is kind to me. She teaches me how to do things. These simple statements represent their deep love and gratitude for a teacher who values them and all of their abilities. By teaching life skills, Ms. T gives her students the gift of independence and purpose. She teaches them how to live. The 20th century poet Robert Hensel said, "There is no greater disability in society than the inability to see a person as more." Ms. T, you see our children as more, and for that we're eternally grateful. It is my privilege to introduce to you tonight from Vanguard High School, our Golden Apple teacher, Tanya Trav. All right, put the ring on.
Wow. Good evening. I can remember back to when I was a very young girl, and I just knew I wanted to be a teacher. But at that time, I had no idea that one day I would be teaching students with special needs. Unlike many of my colleagues here tonight, my job as a special education teacher is not to prepare my students for college. My students know that my job is even more important because I prepare my students for life. I am fortunate to be able to teach my students for over a period of 8 years. They will come to me as 14-year-old teenagers, and they will leave me as 22-year-old adults. To me, this is such a short period of time. I must cover every skill that they will need to live as independently as possible and be productive members of not only their own families, but also of our society. This is a huge responsibility, and I do not take that lightly. My entire curriculum focuses on every aspect of life. In my classroom, I teach functional academic skills, such as reading a menu, paying bills, and counting money. In our life skills lab, we teach daily living skills, such as how to follow a recipe or how to do laundry, or even just how to clean up a mess. I teach vocational skills in our greenhouse, in our cafeteria, on our farm, and in our community job sites. Out in the community, we learn to order food from a restaurant, how to grocery shop, how to purchase movie tickets, and how to ride public transportation. These are simple tasks to you and I, but for my kids, they are survival skills. I could not have created this diverse curriculum for my students unless I had the support of my administrators and my peers. I have been so very fortunate to work among the most encouraging colleagues. I know that I'm not supposed to use this platform to thank a long list of people, but I have to say to my Vanguard family, both past and present, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for supporting all of my programs, and especially thank you for caring about my kids. Some may look at a glass as half full, and others may say that it's half empty. This analogy perfectly describes we as a society and how we've come with educating students with disabilities. We have come so far, but we are still miles from where we need to be. While my students may be ready for society, most of society is not yet ready for my students. So thank you, business members, for hiring my kids. Thank you, community leaders, for giving them a chance to be successful, and a chance to be members of our society. We need to continue to find ways to provide for the needs of all of our students. There is so much more that we can do, and I am so incredibly grateful to you for allowing me this opportunity to be the voice for my amazing students. Thank you.
Are you impressed yet? We're not through. Our fifth and final member of the 2016 Golden Apple class is Sarah Paris, the media specialist at Wyoming Park Elementary. And here to introduce Sarah is one of her many students, school-wide, Courtney Hopkins.
Good evening. I would like to introduce you to my teacher, Mrs. Parrish. My name is Courtney Hopkins. When I came to Wyoming Park Elementary, I was very scared and did not know what to expect. She taught me the importance of reading and comprehension. She decorated our library into a fairy tale where magical things happen. If you believe, her personality is like a rainbow. She can make anything happen. I can remember a time when I misplaced my library books and could not find them. I was very upset, and while most teachers would not allow me to check out another book, Mrs. Parrish gave me a second chance. See, Mrs. Parrish is not just an ordinary teacher. She is like a mother to some of us at Wyoming Park. She is amazing, talented, and truly cares about all children education. Whether she becomes the Golden Apple teacher or not, she will always be my Golden Apple teacher. I love you, Mrs. Parrish. Please give her a warm welcome to my teacher, Mrs. Parrish.
You don't have to stand on this.
I might need it. Good evening. Struggled sometimes, especially with things being fair, until one unforgettable day. You see, one student, Joey, was asked to tell of a pretend injury on the playground. Her response was she had broken her arm, so a Band-Aid was placed on her arm. Another student, Riley, was asked to tell what his pretend injury was. He had cut his leg, so we put a Band-Aid on his arm. And another student, Tariq, was asked about his pretend injury. He had hurt his head. He too received a Band-Aid on his arm. However, as his Band-Aid was placed, those infamous words, "That's not fair," rang out among that fifth grade classroom. You see, they learned something that day. They learned that fair isn't everyone getting the same thing. Fair is everyone getting what they need in order to be successful. Last year, the citizens of Marion County voted for a millage tax that would enable art, music, PE, and library to be fully funded again in our schools. You see, art may be the fare a student needs in order to be successful. Or maybe it's music or PE, or just maybe it's the library, regular trips to the library, where they learn how to navigate a library, complete research, and in an age of social media and technology, how to be a good digital citizen. Imagine being a learner in a room that is welcoming, safe, and fun, where explorations and lessons are meaningful and engaging, where your voice is heard and valued. Imagine the learning that would take place for you. Now, imagine several years later sitting in a room with a new assignment and feeling not stressed but relaxed. After all, you are a lifelong learner, and you have a solid foundation of skills because you received what you needed to be successful. You see, this isn't just about K through 5, 6 through 8, or 9 through 12. This is about the students in Marion County, kindergarten through 12th grade. This is about our K-12 learning community working together to create lifelong learners in our students. It's about finding the fare a student needs while providing a safe, engaging, welcoming environment. It's about helping our students feel success and achievement. It's about providing our students with the academic courses as well as the arts to meet their needs, to find their fare. I challenge all of you to find the fare each of your students need in order to be successful. It's not always easy, but every student deserves the opportunity to be a lifelong learner. I want to finish my story I started for you this evening. Everything wasn't always perfect in that fifth grade classroom. In fact, sometimes lessons needed complete do-overs, and class meetings were needed to solve problems that arose. But every student knew that no matter how difficult concepts and skills may be for them, they were going to get their fare, what they needed in order to be successful. And I knew that my students would always give 100%, because I too gave 100%, and we were lifelong learners together. Thank you.
Wow. Kevin, I know you don't have this problem, but I'm glad I wore waterproof mascara. And I think some of the ladies in the audience can agree with me. So our teachers tonight clearly demonstrated the power of a story. And I'm moved and I'm inspired by their words. And ladies and gentlemen, just imagine what more we could have learned if I didn't limit them to 3 minutes.
Our story here this evening is coming to an end, but for one of our outstanding teachers, a brand new chapter is about to begin. So, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time to announce our 2016 Marion County Teacher of the Year.
This part always makes me so nervous. Kevin, would you do it?
I will.
No, wait, I want to do it.
You're a lady, you can change your mind. Okay.
How about, wait, Kevin, now. You know, I like to drag this part out because I don't like the evening to end, but how about we do it together?
I like that idea.
Okay, are you okay? All right, hold on, I got to move this page in the script here. You ready, Kevin? Ladies and gentlemen, Marion County's
2016 Teacher of the Year is
Tanya Trav, Vanguard High School.
This is for real. Take a deep breath.
Wow. I am so honored. And I had to prepare something because I thought I could wing it. And I'm like, I knew I was going to get up here and not be able to wing anything. And I didn't want to leave anyone out. I am so humbled. I am so humbled to be standing here tonight. And there are so many dedicated and deserving teachers. Literally, it takes a village. And I know you said that earlier. I owe so much to so many. I would like to take this time to thank the people that I work most closely with. My husband, James. He's a teacher, too, at Vanguard. And he actually got me my job, is what he wants to always say. Tell everyone. So he's my rock. He's always kept me grounded, and he's always been there to support me. So thank you, James. And I have to thank the teacher that I share my kids with, because I do share my kids. Coach Bullock, he couldn't be here tonight because he's coaching baseball. But without him, my program would not be what it is today. We have accomplished so much with our kids. And then I have amazing assistants, and they rock. I know they're watching from home. You rock. And lastly, I have to say to my students' parents, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to teach your precious, precious children. They're just amazing. My kids, my parents are just amazing. So it's funny that Miss Andrews quoted my students. That was amazing because I'm going to leave you tonight with one of my quotes from one of my students. And this is from Travis, one of my students. And he said when the caravan came, he said, Miss T, you've come a long way. And I truly feel like that. Thank you. Thank you. Right here.
Yep. Stay up here with us.
So we asked each of our golden apples to prepare something to say in case they were the winner, and we're so glad that Tanya took us seriously. At this time, we would like to welcome back to the stage our very own Allison Campbell. She is the Public Relations Director for Jenkins Auto Group right here in Ocala, and she has a very exciting prize to hand over to our new Teacher of the Year.
She just said she forgot. Yes. First of all, I have to say how incredibly inspiring this night has been. You all are amazing. Whether you gave a speech tonight or not, thank you so much for what you do for the students of Marion County. Jenkins Auto Group is more than happy to be a part of this partnership. And I have to say, I didn't have any idea who the winner was going to be, but my sister is a special needs individual who's intellectually and developmentally disabled, and she was educated by a very special teacher just like you. So this is a very special thing for me.
Like I said, Jenkins Auto Group is very excited to be a part of this partnership with the Public Education Foundation. And the Jenkins Auto Group here in Ocala, encompassing the Jenkins Acura store, the Jenkins Hyundai of Ocala store, the Jenkins Kia of Ocala store, and the Jenkins Mazda store. All collectively, we are very proud to present to you the keys to a brand new 2017 Hyundai Elantra. Thank you so much. On behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins and Mr. Tom Formanak, our president and CEO, we're very happy to present a 3-year lease to her, just like the 3-year lease that Bethany won last year. So thank you so much for allowing us to have this partnership.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you everyone for joining us this evening and for being part of our 26th annual Golden Apple Story. Congratulations to our 2016 Marion County Teacher of the Year, Ms. T. from Vanguard High School, all of our Golden Apple recipients, and all of our school-based Teachers of the Year, and of course our Rookie Teacher of the Year as well.
And remember, Mr. Bishop and Ms. T, please stay to meet our representative from Jostens after this evening. But Kevin, I want to thank you once again for co-hosting this evening, and thank you for providing our musical entertainment. We truly appreciated that. And thank you to all of us who shared your Friday evening with us.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and we look forward to continuing our story again with you next year. Good night.